area of support. The thing is, I'd like to see a little more volume come in. This sell-off has really been low volume, so I'm not sure all the sellers are out of that. Got a big volume shelf here of if you think of this volume bar here, there's a lot of people stuck now up in the $19–20 range. They bought here and now it's trading at 16. So you got a pretty big volume shelf here of people that are if they haven't exited, they're stuck in the trade and you know, waiting for it to come back up. So okay, well, we're getting into last half hour, so I know Mike and Peter are going to want to jump back on here. Here's IPOC. Again, big run up into the into this merger, I guess.
We're still here, you know.
I know you are. Hey, you see a monster move. I know, Peter. Well, lots of red on the screen today, so... All right, guys. Well, let's come on. Bollinger Bands are really just you know, there's an expected range of move, and you know, it's a statistical thing, so it goes by standard deviations. So default is 2, but if you know, if a stock has an extreme move, it's going to show up in the Bollinger Bands as statistically significant if it, you know, gets past, say, the second or third standard deviation. I don't know. I know it's, if you don't know statistics, it's maybe a little bit more challenging. But I just look at this third standard deviation Bollinger Band. You know, if you don't understand standard deviations and statistics, the very least you should know is you should understand that stocks typically get, it's another indication of being overbought or oversold, and it can be used more of a very short-term measure. Short-term as in, you know, a couple of days or a week, 2 weeks. All right, well, that's it. Peter, made any trades in the last 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'm short Apple right now. Took a partial and looks, well, we'll see if I get stopped out here. But yeah, I'm holding on to that. Whoa, it's getting close. 128.90. Yeah, well, 128.97 is where I got short. So if it hits back like that, then I'm out. Okay, I'm out of. Hopefully that was not a stopped out to the penny scenario, but
those are never very fun, I can tell you. They stopped out to the penny.
Yeah, I've had a couple of those today.
I was fortunate enough that it was a stop out as it was continuing to go lower, so I was pretty happy with with where I was getting out at.
Neo is pushing to high of day here, back to close to high of day.
All right, well, it's gone higher, so I'm.
You like my new office, Marty? I like it too. It's nice, clean, and crisp. Got a nice view.
That's funny, Mike. They have the same construction in my area.
Do they?
Yeah. It's really weird. I've got. Let me just move to my other office. One sec. Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
There's a virtual. Yeah. Rock on.
There we go. It's almost identical.
It's all mine's cartoony though. Wait a second.
You got the cartoon version.
Like there we go.
Ah, there you go.
There we go. There you go. That's the right one. No.
These are the Peak Capital trading offices.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's right. It's amazing how we all have a corner office, right?
Yep.
That's great. I love that.
There. The market just still wants to just laugh at me as I want money from it, but it's just laughing, saying you don't get any more.
Hmm.
Well, in summer, it's obviously I park it in the underground parking garage. I will keep telling people, you know, because we were talking about trading and promises. You guys like to joke about my car, but I want to reiterate, I did not buy the car from trading profits. I bought my Porsche long before I started trading. So it is not, you know, there's no leaning onto that thing and saying, look what trading's done for me. That is not how it worked.
You're destroying the dream.
Well, I'm hopefully providing a dose of reality, which is more important. So.
Exactly. And you want to be.
Did you guys do you did a vision board? I did one
I
this
did.
Yeah. It's funny, we did that this weekend with the girls. My daughters started it and I did one. Hold on a sec. Give me 1 second here. I'll turn off my virtual background. Here you go. Look, it's posted up here. So here's all my monitors, and then you look right up on the wall. Let me try and get this in frame here. Oh, hold on, I gotta get my camera stretching. See, there's my little vision board. It's got the new Taycan Turbo S on there. Talks about family. You notice I have Take the Trade on it that I talked to you guys about. It's all reversed, so you
Yep.
can't read the words. But vision without action is a daydream. I like that expression. Put that on there.
How did you
Anyways,
print it out?
it's a cut and paste job. It's a collage.
Oh, but what did you
Take the
print it out
trade.
on? Just your regular printer?
No, it's not printed. We literally we sat at the kitchen.
Oh,
We
okay.
sat at
You
the
cut
kitchen
it out.
table and we cut pages out of magazines and glued it on a piece of paper.
That's pretty good.
So yeah. So yeah.
Mine's on PowerPoint. I have to figure out. I want to print it out and like put it nicely framed up.
Yeah, Cerise. Don't you have magazines? I have. Hold on, let me mute Benzinga guy. Yeah, we had a bunch of magazines around the house.
What's that?
I know. Well,
There we
see, that's
go.
why there's an advantage of doing this with old people like me. I've got lots of magazines. I still get my. Look, I still get my.
There's LI. There's LI. There's two
My
guys.
Porsche
LI
Panorama magazine. They send to me like every month. I can't make it stop. I've got piles and piles of these every month for 10 years. I've been getting one.
LI getting some buying pressure into it?
Yep, I was long through 32 there while you guys were chatting. I'm still long a little bit of LI. I might even turn that into a swing if we go out strong here.
Uh-oh. Ooh, digital collage apps.
The Porsche cardboard. I don't even know what that is.
Thank you.
I'm not sure what that is.
I'll have to try that. Because I got all my images. It's just on a PowerPoint slide. There's something out there for everybody nowadays, huh? Except for Zoom. Doesn't look like I'm going to be taking any other trades for the day.
You're not getting your moves?
Yeah, I don't think Zoom's going to do it. Finding pointer.
Zoom, yeah. What do you need it over? 361 or?
For me, 363.
363. Oh yeah, yeah. I think you're. I don't think it's going that far, but could be wrong.
Oh, John.
All right. What do we got here? We got 20 minutes.
Yeah, there's some moves to be out there. Just nothing that I'm looking at right now.
LI. Wow. What prompted that move on LI?
And just kind
You
of.
still in that, Brian? Oh, Brian's gone.
Oh, did he drop
Lost
off?
Brian. Man down.
Lost Brian?
Man down.
No, I'm still here.
Right.
I'm still in
Right.
LI. I'm still hanging on here. My entry's down around 3280, so we'll see what happens.
EMD is just chopping around here. Neo is.
Did you
also
catch
sort of
any of
chopping.
that move on AMD today, Peter? And
Ugh.
then open? No?
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I missed
Sorry.
all the big moves on. I missed all the big moves on AMD. The one at the open, I'm not sure. I wasn't ready yet. I guess I wasn't in the zone for trading, so I missed that. So I just kept looking for a reversal, and then I ended up taking the AMD reversal too early, like obviously too early a couple of times. Finally caught a good one, and then I let myself get stopped out before the big like $4 move. So, anyways, it was a little frustrating on AMD today. Lots of trading opportunities. Like I can't say that I didn't trade well. The opportunities were there. I just wasn't apparently capable of taking advantage of it properly. So, for whatever reason.
Oh. I know that feeling. So Jason, yeah, the profitability section in there, that's just a screenshot from Excel that I use when I throw it in my OneNote. Because I actually use OneNote, Excel, and ChartLog for my journaling. As they all offer a little bit something different for me. I would have to argue that Excel is more just because I'm old and I like Excel. And it's comfortable.
I prefer to think of it's because it gets the job done effectively. But
Yeah, that too.
you're telling me maybe.
But I think there's more efficiency that can be had with some other tools, but I really like Excel.
Well, I guess, like when you're familiar with the tool, it's more efficient for you. Doesn't mean it's the ultimate tool, but it could mean that it's, again, more efficient for you as an individual to use.
Yeah. David T.
The
has
LTR is looking
good question for you, Peter. I think you're the best one to answer that one.
Well, then let's see if we can answer it.
Because I know you
missed
trade
this. Where is this
Microsoft.
question?
Or used to, until it got Yucky.
Sorry, is this on YouTube? Where's the question?
In the main chat.
Main chat?
David
Oh,
T.
I didn't see
3
it.
up from the bottom. 2 up.
Oh, David P. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you said P as in Paul.
Sorry.
As in Peter.
That's all right. Yeah. Can you please elaborate on why I'm actually can be stock supply? Well, it's a good question. So, David, I think that when you get the big, especially the FANG stocks or big tech stocks, yes, you have a lot of algos in them, but I don't think on a percentage basis there's any more in them than you have in anything else. So, because algos are trading virtually anything, any stock over $5, you probably have a computer that's trading stocks in it. So, just because generally Microsoft, Apple as examples, Zoom, well, maybe it's not the best example, but they're entering that category, right? Tesla's actually an extreme example, but anyways, the point is that there's enough retail traders that the moves then can telegraph themselves the way you expect and the patterns set up effectively. And that's really what we're looking for at the end of the day, right? We're looking for recognizable patterns. When you get something like GE that is obviously only, well, let's look at it today, but most days, yeah, you see, if you look at a stock chart for GE, you can tell when it's only algos because you get these tiny little candles that are like 1 penny high and most of it is wicks, right? Like that's algo trading. As soon as you see a chart that looks anything like that, you know it's all algos. But when you look at something like Microsoft or Apple or Tesla or pull up any of those, sort of large cap stocks, you can tell there's enough retail trading in it because just the way the chart is drawn, the way the candles form. So I don't really worry about it too much. To me, they're in play because they get consistent volume. The spread is generally low. I know what to, the moves are relatively predictable. That's one of the reasons why I trade AMD. There's no question there's a lot of algos trading AMD. I mean, AMD trades, 30, 40 million shares every single day, every day, right? Almost every day, unless it's really, really low volume day. But even then, it's still trading 25 million shares. But generally the moves are something that I'm familiar enough with that I can trade it, and I know when it's acting poorly and when to avoid it. Maybe I'm an algo. There you go, Simmer. So I would say, David, it's one of those where there was a huge fear in the markets when algos came in. I mean, I've been a trader for a very long time. So, 20 years ago, well, 30 years ago almost, when algorithmic trading started and they eliminated decimalization, there was a huge concern about the computers taking over and that the markets would be untradeable to the average person or even to the market makers themselves, just because the computers would be in total control. And that hasn't borne out. Yes, the ranges have become tighter. It's changed. The dynamic has changed, but the algos have not killed day trading or our ability to be effective in the market. So I don't think you should. Don't worry about it too much. Be aware when the charts start looking crazy, like the GE example. Ford is usually another one I as a go-to. Yeah, there you go. Ford is a good one you can look at. But if they're not looking like that, then I don't let it worry me. That's my answer.
Look at that Ford.
Yeah. Look at that Ford. Look at that Lego. Look at that Lego.
So.
Oh, we're coming up on 10 minutes. Let's see if we get any.
You go. Just keep going. Keep going.
What do you get? You're still in that, Brian?
Yeah. Still
wow. And you're still I didn't think that thing would continue after that move. All right, and it's still going.
Yeah.
Good on
you. You go, girl.
You go, girl.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. I didn't see any big jump up or jump down today.
XPEV is creeping back up here too. It's right at 44. Missed that move. That was unfortunate. I didn't see that till it was too late. Otherwise, I would have played it through 44. Apple's kind of creeping back up here. It's trying to get back to the view app. Everything's moving up. SPY's gone through the view app.
Moving on up.
To the east side.
See anything on Zoom now?
Deluxe apartment in the sky. Oh, way to go. Now you put that in my head. All right.
So while we're waiting for the market close, I'll pull up the trade of the week. So the member trade of the week goes to Mo for his trade on BLNK on the 30th of December. Very nice and clean. Took a long position on a test of VWAP, partialed out to lock in some profit, rode it up for a good about 30 minutes before taking a partial as it lost the 90 EMA. Added back in as it bounced off the 20 EMA, and then partialed on the way up to the high of the day, as well as a couple other resistance level. Tried one more add and then got all out after the indecision candles. So excellent trade by Mo last week.
Come on. Are you still long LA, Brian?
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it.
Really?
It seems getting a bit of a pullback here.
That's too bad. I'm trading against you then.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
it's
then
coming
we
back. It's right back. Bounced off the 9 moving average there, so we'll see if it can hold there.
That's a lot of quick partials on that trade of the day there on Neo.
Yes. So on the trade of the day today is goes to Avi for his trade on Neo. He was one and done. As you can see, he entered the position and then continued to add as it continued to move in his direction. Took a partial right there at 51.54, decided to add into the position again, and then took partials all the way up. All these were 10% partials, so very small partials as he held the position. Did say in his post that there was a good adding opportunity, but since he does not add, as it's not part of his trade book, he just partialed again on the way up and called it a day with a one and done trade to start the new year. So hard to argue against that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, LI looks like it's just going to be annoying for both of us, Brian. It stopped me out, but now it's chopping in a range here.
And then if you'd like to compete for the member trade of the day, which goes into the member trade of the week, tag at Airball Traders at MikeB_BBT and at NormBBT. Use the hashtag BBTFamily, day trading, and stock market. It's Peter's Trading. I'll go through the announcements real quick. This week we have a success webinar tomorrow by Thor on how to set up and use fixed wrist hotkeys. If you don't use those, if you are new, this is an excellent class to go to understand the philosophy behind the fixed wrist, as well as how do you set up your hotkeys for it and how it can benefit your strategy and your edge in the market. The following week, we will have Dr. Gary Dayton come in to present on common mental blind spots and how those blind spots can affect your decision making while trading. And I would have to say that that is an excellent point, because when you don't know how something is affecting you, it can affect you both in a positive and negative way. So looking forward to that one. And then on Wednesday, Dr. Reed will come in to finish up his trend following the Trader's Friend Part 2 series, which is designed for newer traders to help you build confidence with a trading strategy. And then the following week, right after the success webinar, we'll have Kreda come in and talk about the mental edge and how imaging can help you find the success that you're looking for in the markets. And then for everybody out on YouTube and everybody in the room, this is the final day to purchase your lifetime membership. You have the code HOLIDAYS40 that will be good through midnight tonight, and to give you access to the one-time lifetime membership. If you're new out there on YouTube, you want to give us a try, you can use the code PREMARKET24. That'll give you access to our onboarding class that Carlo gives every Monday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, as well as access to our chat room, so you can see all the fun stuff that we do from the time we open up the chat room in the morning all the way through the closing bell show. It is never a dull moment for us.
Never dull.
Never, ever.
And we're not kidding. We're not kidding. That lifetime membership, done, right? So if you're thinking about it, stop thinking. You got to take action. We'd love to see you here. Love to have you part of the team. 40% off, not just the discount code that is going to be discontinued. We will no longer be offering lifetime memberships. After this, your only option will be to sign up on an annual basis. You can still get an annual membership, but new members will be joining, and we'll sort of have that requirement, as opposed to you can now pay once and get access to our stuff for the rest of your life. Raj, if you're an existing member, if you've already got lifetime, then your lifetime membership continues uninterrupted. If you're an existing member but on a monthly plan and have not migrated, then you'll have to continue on monthly or move to an annual plan unless you buy the lifetime membership now. So yes, Jesse, you've got to get to. So Raj, if you're lifetime, you don't worry. You've got nothing to worry about. Everything's good. Nothing changes for you. Consider yourself one of the lucky ones. So you get to gloat over those who didn't sign up in time.
One of the lucky ones.
There you go.
Peter, you're not shortly, are you?
No. I got out back at my break even. You won that round, sir, but I will be back. Damn you!
You'll be back. And we're trading bingo as well. So here's something.
Bingo.
Hey, stop that. We don't need that.
That's for Megan.
Oh, man. Getting that stuck in everybody's head. Yes, that's what we need.
Because I know it's going through Megan's head.
Sorry, guys, just some questions here. Sasso, no need to renew a lifetime membership at all. No. Once you've got it, you've got it. You're good. So, and just to be clear though, if you're thinking of it, now's your time to act. Seriously, you need to use the code HOLIDAY40 and get in today. As we've mentioned before, if you're on a monthly subscription, you will get your last payment refunded as well, and when you move to lifetime. So, it's definitely a better deal. All things said, you get a much better deal by going lifetime. So,
yes.
It is. So because our costs. Yeah, our costs have gone up, as Andrew said this morning, guys. So, the reasoning behind it is just it's getting more expensive just to run the sites and keep all of the quality materials. And we want to continue to do that and upgrade and improve it, every month. So, that cost will be borne essentially by the new members who are joining. And if you're an existing member, then, you can enjoy all of those benefits for the rest, again, for your lifetime with that lifetime membership. So.
I just like the price action on Lee. I like the way the volume was building into this last half hour here. I like the way NEO was also going up, so I kind of figured an XPEV. So you could have taken NEO, but I think Lee just had a nicer build in volume.
Well, there's the bell.
And
you're done.
What? There's
a bell. That is. Oh my goodness! I just started to save my journal and realized I put in the wrong year.
Uh-oh.
So It is 2021.
Yeah, 2021, baby.
It is the
AMD.
first day of 2021.
Well, I'm still long some me.
Here's a debate I got into this weekend. Was January 1st, 2021 the first day of this decade? When does this decade actually start? 2020?
I thought the decade started.
2020.
Yeah.
Starts at 0.
But did we start it? We started at year 0? Day 1 of year 0? Is that how it worked?
Yeah, because if you start at 0, right, the first decade would start at 0. Or no? Or does it start at 1? Ooh,
I don't know.
Question. What is 0?
I'm confused. What is 0? 0
You're
was
adding confusing questions. Confusing questions.
Yeah, being that the calendar was backdated, it's really a moot question. But anyways, it's. I think officially we say it's 2020 was to 2020, end of 2029 was the decade, but.
Yeah, end of 2029.
Yes.
So there are no earnings this afternoon. So.
Yeah, that was a very good day. My metals trades were up significantly today, so that's good.
So PaperCAD out on YouTube? Yes, it will be available through midnight tonight. But the sooner the better. That is just my recommendation, because I don't know if that's midnight Eastern time or midnight Pacific time or midnight Hawaiian time. I don't know. Midnight can be a lot of different times, as we found out on New Year's.
Yeah,
that's right. Well, there you go. That really just that close just snuck up on me. Didn't realize how close we were. Neo's powering ahead after the bell here.
Right.
Neo's looking good. Wow, look at Neo still going.
Yeah, pushing higher.
Yep. Had a pretty awesome day. What a great setup on Neo for that Fallen Angel. That's just a classic Fallen Angel trade. And Fubo was just a really nice breakdown right from the open, or prior to the open.
Yeah, I regret I didn't take that Neo trade with you. I should have. No reason not to. You're right. It was a great setup, Brian. So nice call out on that. And good trade.
Well, we've had, the indexes are really down today, despite the fact we did have a bit of a comeback at the end. We're down 1.25% on the SPY, same amount on IWM, and the Qs are down almost 1.4%. So I don't see a reason for a big rally tomorrow. I think there's going to be, again, sort of an overhang on the market for the remainder of the week as we look for the results of the Georgia elections. It's going to be kind of pivotal, I think. So,
looking for Jennifer. Is Jennifer out there? Is Jennifer in the room?
The Fallen Angel trade is basically a stock. Neo is a classic example of it. It's a stock that is gapping up. It's strong, and now we're talking in the pre-market, and it's staying relatively strong into the open. And in this case, which is another good thing that we like to see with a Fallen Angel trade, it's gapping up on news. They had some news on, I guess, cars shipped or something. So what we'd look for a Fallen Angel at the open is some strength right at the open, and then a bit of selling. So if you look at the very first candle of NEO, we had a bit of a pullback. So basically what that is when you think of the psychology of this trade, it's basically people that have been long, say they've been long over the weekend. They see it gapping up, and they sell some of the stock at the open. So you've got buyers anxious to sell when it opens, and so you get this little bit of a pullback, and that's what we call the fallen angel. It's gapping up, it pulls back a little bit, and then after the selling subsided, which didn't take very long at all in this case, the buyers came in and just drove the price, through that opening range, and much higher. So we had a really nice run up to about for the first 15 minutes or so. So that's basically the essence of a fallen angel trade.
The essence of the fallen angel. Now
Yep,
available.
that's it. Okay. Combine a couple of facts. We know NEO is a strong stock when it gets going. It's a cult stock. You want to call it that. I mean, traders trade it, and so and it was gapping up on news. So it had two things going for it right off the top. Plus, you had the markets gapping up. So there was probably very little doubt that NEO was going to behave exactly the way it did at the open. Getting that little bit of a pullback, profit taking, and then bang, off we go to the races. And look at Lee is still going. It's going to 33. I'm happy about that. Yeah. So there you go.
I like that, Brian. We have the latest fragrance from Yves Saint Laurent, Essence of Fallen Angel.
Yeah, the essence of the fallen angel. Does anyone have a strategy template? Peter, Mike, Simmer's asking if we have a template that we share, and I'm assuming that you're looking for a template that you might make up your trade book, covering a couple of your trades that you look for. Do you either of you guys have a sort of a template? Do we have anything on the?
So yes. There's two questions. There's two answers for you, Simmer. The first one is if you go into the downloads section, I do believe we have one there. That's got. It's not one that you're going to be able to fill out, but you can download the trade book that's on there, and that kind of shows you a basic layout. And as we're restructuring the education center, once that gets done, there will be a template for you to download a trade book that we are going to be utilizing. So in the coming weeks, you will be able to get something.
I am selling some Lee here just because it's just, I'm already up $1 on it, on this trade. So I'm going to book some profits on that. What was going to be a swing trade, I'm going to take a quarter of it off here.
I don't blame you for that one.
Yeah, that was a nice little end of day gift. So I guess the important thing about putting together a trade book, that they consider it a template. You've really got to make it your own. So we try to always reinforce in our community is that you've got to, it's great to learn from others, but you've really got to make this your own. Make it something you're comfortable with looking at, get comfortable with your strategy. So, but certainly, yeah. I mean, there's a number of ways you can put together a trade book template, or a trade. You can put together your trade book, you know, outlining your strategy, what your criteria are for entering a trade, where you're going to stop out. Peter, how many strategies do you have in your book?
How many in my book? I've got 4.
Okay. Mike, how many do you?
So I got 2, but really right now, because I don't think that the moving, I think, Peter, you were talking about this the other day. I don't think the moving average crossover strategy that I was trading earlier in the year, or I guess last year, early last year now, is as valid as it was before. So I'm really just focused in on the high of day and low of day right now. And Simmer, I'm going to pull up for you, and this can also be for everybody out on YouTube. That's fine as well. Announcements. Let's see if it comes up here for you. So inside the room, you should be able to see this is kind of what we're going to come out with here in a couple weeks, to just kind of give you an example of what we're looking for, or a template that you can utilize. And it's talking about, just like Andrew was talking earlier today, it involves your technology and taking a look at all the different aspects of your trading tools, your hotkeys, journaling, all that going into your strategy, what you believe, what are your rules, your framework, your strategies, right? Break of high a day, mountain pass, as well as your psychology. And then if you were in the room earlier today, oh, I forgot, there's another section down here for a trade book edge that John was talking about, where he talked about that it's not, his edge isn't the break of high a day. His edge is his ability to trade the break of high of day. So we've gone into that. So we're going to give you something to be able to, at least a working copy and a starting point with. So, and then Simmer, what I think you are looking for here is, I think you are looking for something that looks a little bit like this, which you can download in the room drive. There's one there that you can do that kind of looks like that. So
Yeah, perfect.
So things to come, they will be out there. So
awesome. Okay, guys, I'm going to call it a day. First day of the year. This was a very successful day overall. So hopefully many more to come this year. And we'll see everybody in the room tomorrow.
yes,
Mike,
too,
Peter,
Brian.
have a good. Okay, cheers, guys.
And we'll say
cheers,
bye
everyone.
to
We do have MU and I think CCL carnivals coming up later in the week, if I remember. So should be interesting. All right, I'm out of here. Ciao, guys.